this is so stupid, but it might be important. But like arrangement, there's an element to it to where like it's really about like counting, to be honest. And hey, let's not make it boring. Let's not be busy works fucking beats right here and like just count everything out. I promise you, all right? Like it's just like it's really when things come in, right? And it's how you look at it. Like you don't gotta worry about all right, so let me not tell you what to worry about because then you'll worry about it. But it's just like let's take what I just highlighted for example, because I was listening to this whole time and I was like just freestyling lyrics over just to like understand the flow. I have the flow, but it's like when you freestyle over your arrangement, you kind of know when things could go in and out, hi hats, this, that, and the third. You kind of know when risers come in and out. You kind of know when like the 808s can like change up and all that stuff. You know when like it makes sense to where like it would be silent, but you know all of that because you're counting in your head intuitively. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it might be hard to really try to grasp that technique is because a lot of people attach themselves to the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're looking at it, you're hearing it, you're really in there. But if you walked away and just tried to freestyle a little bit, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it won't. But then you should run back to your computer or your laptop, whatever, and just make those changes because it's just like eventually you're gonna realize that okay, like this is when like the timing should work, and eventually it's gonna get easy. It's because honestly, the way I look at arrangement is actually this short. I look at it in terms of like this. I think this is just like 4 bars or something like that. Hopefully that's right because like every like 4 bars like I want something to switch up. And it doesn't have to be every 4 bars or something like that, but it's just like if you have enough things in your loops in terms of melodies, your drum loops in terms of like drum kits or like even your FX and textures, like if you have enough things to switch up, you're always gonna have like a good foundation for an arrangement. But then it's just like what should you take away? You know what I'm saying? A lot of videos talk about okay, let's cut the hi-hats out and the drums. This is what they do. They say, let's cut the drums out right here like that to add space. And that makes sense, right? They'll cut the drums out to make space for that little bit of like pocket or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, when you really think about it, some beats have that. Listen to like a lot of beats do. A lot of beats don't have those type of like those things. A lot of beats just have just arrangement. But it's just like it depends how much you want to incorporate into your beat at the same time. And at the same time, the more you incorporate tiny details, right? I think the more you kind of stand out. But what I'm going back to is just basically like having everything. Like not having everything, but like I said, I just time everything in here. It's because the next 4 bars, as you can see, we have like these effects coming in. We have this orchestra coming in. We have this I forget what this is. It's like a expand plugin coming in. But then if we divide that 4 by 2, right? I then have you kind of see where like I brought this in. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's probably so weird, but it's just like let's say you open up your piano roll, okay? And what people typically do, I would hope, maybe not, is that they'll make a melody going all the way. They'll make their first half of the melody going out to 4, and then they'll make the other ones going out to like the whole 8. You know what I'm saying? So if we just look at this right here, right? If we just looked at this right here, this is going out to 4, and then it's going out to the whole 8. But the numbers are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because if we opened it, wait, hold on, let me see. Never mind, just kidding. That's why I copied it like twice over. I guess if we looked at this right here, you know what I mean? I don't sound like what I'm talking about. It's just all. Let me not even get too complicated about it. You guys can clearly see the pattern that we're going with here. Hopefully, like I don't know, but a lot of it just like the whole idea of maybe even like trying to make it ADHD beat is just really having things coming in at certain times and stuff like that. But what I've noticed, that one thing that kind of just I hear in like industry beats, I guess, that are trap beats, is really more of the drum patterns. And then sometimes they just take the whole drums out. They'll have the melody play. Sometimes like it's just kind of real simple, I think. But I just feel like because I can flow over the stuff that I make. It's just it helps me make the arrangement, the drums makes me help lets me know when I can take stuff in and out, blah blah blah. So I mean, arrangement doesn't just it kind of just counts on like just when you bring in sounds, because when you understand that part, then it's just like, all right, that sound doesn't sound that right when coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a pad or something like that. Maybe a lot of people make pads and stuff, and some pads sound good when the whole song is playing with the whole pad. But maybe one day you'll want to switch it up and maybe have the pad come in and out once in a while. And then it's just like you'll realize that the pad is actually kind of obnoxious when it just comes right in. And then maybe sometimes you'll arrange it correctly to when it'll make sense to when the pad makes sense to when it comes in and out. And then it still might have an attack that's actually too powerful. That's when you go into the settings and change the attack on the pad. But anyway, that's all I kind of had to say.